Hi guys, I'm like Movies That Matter with the Viking, and the other day you might have seen a very cool interview with Zack Schneider. This was done by Grace Randolph at Beyond the Trail. Now Grace is a YouTuber, she's a Schneider Cut supporter, she is a scooper, she hears things about movies, about TV shows, and she teases them on her YouTube channel or confirms things that she's heard. And I like her as a YouTuber. I like her opinion. I like that she kind of has knowledge and she's been proven by her knowledge in the past. And of course, with every scooper, there's also things that they get wrong. But she's been a very good supporter of the Schneider Cut movement. She has supported it. She's encouraged fans to support it also. But it was kind of a surprise to see that Zack Schneider, the director of Justice League, had an interview with Grace, because Zack hasn't done many interviews since 2016, since Batman vs Superman. Of course, he wasn't in the press tour for Justice League. He hasn't really worked in any other films for him to do kind of press or interviews. So now, in the last few months, with the Schneider Cut being confirmed, he's talking a little bit more. He's done a little small interview on an interview where Ray Fisher was on, and he appeared for a small bit. We know, of course, he's going to be at JusticeCon talking about Zack Schneider's Justice League, and now Grace Randolph has an interview with him. But the interview was very exciting, actually, and gave a lot of insight into what's going to happen with the DCEU moving forward, and a lot of things about Zack Schneider's Justice League. So let's get into it now. For so long, the narrative has been that Justice League is 214 minutes. That narrative is now been squashed by Zack Schneider. That's what he had before. That's what he talked about. But now, as time has gone on, now that HBO Max are involved, he gets to shoot more scenes. He gets to do additional photography. He gets to add more stuff from his assembly cut. This film will be much longer than 214 minutes. This will be very long. Zack didn't give us a number because he just want people, he just want to put himself in a box when he goes and edits the film in terms of runtime and has a look at it in terms of that. So it's going to be more than 214 minutes. It definitely won't be less. So it's going to be 100% unfiltered Zack Schneider. Now, what else did Zack Schneider get into? Now, he talked about other movies. He said he's excited for Patty Jenkins and Matt Reeves. There you go. Now, there's a lot of people out there on Twitter especially who give Matt Reeves, give Robin Pattinson a lot of shit because they think they came in and they snatched the Batman movie from Ben Affleck. They snatched the Batman character from Zack Schneider. That's not what happened at all. You think Matt Reeves was the reason Zack Schneider had to leave? You think Robin Pattinson was the reason that Ben Affleck had to leave? No, it's not got to do with them. They're actors, they're directors that are hired to do a job that they're interested in doing. And I can't wait to see their incarnation of Gotham City and of these characters. So, moving forward, it's kind of been confirmed that it's going to be separate from Ben Affleck's Batman. It's not the same continuation of that Batman or that Bruce Wayne. And if you're a Batman, if you're a Ben Affleck fan, you should be happy with this because Ben Affleck's Batman exists on its own as one unity. Nothing got to do with Matt Reeves or Robin Pattinson. And Zack also confirmed that he's a producer on Wonder Woman 84 with Patty Jenkins, and he's really looking forward to that film. He thinks Patty is doing a great job, and he is excited for the Batman because basically he's a fan. So if you're a Batman fan, you should be looking forward to the Robin Pattinson Batman film as well. Just because it's not Zack Schneider doesn't mean you can't go watch it. I can't wait to see the Batman Robin Pattinson. Robin Pattinson was my pick to be the next Batman after Ben Affleck. That happened. I was happy. I was excited. I think he's going to do an unbelievable job as the Caped Crusader. But Ben Affleck isn't ultimately gone. He will be back in terms of he will be appearing in Zack Schneider's Justice League in 2021. So he technically is back also. So two Batmans in the 1 year. This is going to be amazing. There's also been many questions about where does this film lie within the DCEU. Now, I've said for some time that we now live in a multiverse of the DC universe where different actors, different directors can come in and take on the same roles at the same time but give different depictions, different versions, like Jared Leto's Joker, and then we have Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, we've got Ben Affleck's Batman, we got Robin Pattinson's Batman, we got the Cyborg on the Doom Patrol show, we got the Cyborg on the big screen. So there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. We don't have to stick to the Marvel formula, but just because they did it and it works for them doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for DC. And I never think it will work for DC. That's why I think DC is better as a director-driven studio that lets their directors, lets their artists do their things. And Grace and Zach talked about this in terms of look at comic book panels, look at DC Comics, look at how they're done, look at how the best stories are created. A person, an artist, a writer is given a character and they're allowed to do what they want to do with that character. They don't have to tie it in with any other comic books. They don't have to worry about it being going on for 15 or 20 years. They don't. They can tell the story that they want to tell and leave it at that, and then someone else can come along and use the same characters but tell it in a different way, use a different art technique, use a different writing technique, so there's so many different incarnations of characters. That's why I've never been really worried about continuous storytelling in terms of what the Marvel universe does. It works for them, it's brilliant, they're brilliant at that, but DC doesn't have to do that. So he says it's his own thing. The DC has blossomed since Zach left, and he just wants to continue his story. And this is probably the best thing ever, because Zach, back in 2013, 14, 15, 16, was planning this massive universe, and he had to tie in elements of his story to the Flash solo film, to the Cyborg solo film, to the Aquaman film, to the Batman film, and so on. Now, if he's just coming back to make Zack Snyder's Justice League, he doesn't have to worry about tying it in or creating a cinematic universe. Imagine the pressure that Zack Snyder was under back in 2014-15. He was not only making Batman versus Superman with these iconic characters, but he was also trying to create a universe of characters, a universe that tied together with solo films. So now he can just make the film that he wants to make, which is Zack Snyder's Justice League, and hopefully that might lead to a part 2, a part 3. Now, the Justice League film will come out, but it doesn't necessarily have to tie into what Wonder Woman 84 is doing, what Aquaman 2 is doing, what Shazam 2, what Black Adam, what those films are doing. Zack Snyder's Justice League is its own thing, and this probably suits Zack Snyder way more. He doesn't have to worry about expectations of tying in stories. So I think this is absolutely brilliant. We have Zack Snyder's Justice League, hopefully part 2, hopefully part 3, but it's his story, unfiltered, his 100% vision, not being tarnished with, not being mid ad scenes, not being mid takeaway scenes. So this, for me as a Zack Snyder fan, is a huge win. So I guess you could say we're living in the Snyderverse. We really are, on HBO Max. This is Zack Snyder's vision. It's his continuation of the story that he wanted to tell, and now that he's getting the chance to tell. Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and now Justice League, they all tie in. That's the way he wanted to tell his story, his saga. I've said before that his version of a universe was more in the essence of Lord of the Rings, or maybe even Star Wars, in terms of it told this story, brought these characters on a journey, and then it ended. There was no spin-offs, there was no tie-ins, there was no stuff like that. It was just a continuation of a story, like Lord of the Rings. It had its 3 films, it told its story with those characters, and it ended. There was The Hobbit, but there was no major spin-off ideas in terms of having a solo film here or a solo film there. It has to tie in with this. That's what Zack Snyder wanted to do, because Ben Affleck wasn't supposed to be Batman forever. We know what happens to his Batman in the future in Zack Snyder's vision. I won't spoil it, but Zack Snyder said it before. So that's all what Zack wanted to do. Now I'm glad on HBO Max he will get the chance. Also, in an interview with Grace, he talked fondly about Ray Fisher, about Jason Momoa, about Gal, about Ben. So it's all looking good. It's all looking positive going forward. The only person he didn't speak about, or that wasn't brought up, was Ezra Miller. He wasn't brought up at all. So that's very interesting that Ezra was not brought into conversation, considering he is the Flash and considering he is a solo movie coming. So maybe something is happening behind the scenes with Ezra Miller. Is he going to be recasted or recast? I don't know. Gets me a little bit worried that they didn't even mention him once. He also talked a bit about Superman, about how he uses Bruce Wayne in his story in Batman vs Superman. But the interview was very good. Definitely go check it out on Grace's channel. really in depth, really kind of makes us understand what Zach's idea is going forward. But maybe the biggest thing that brought me away from that interview is this Saturday at the fan event JusticeCon. Zack Snyder will be there. He will be there, and he said on Grace's interview that he will be bringing a teaser trailer or video of Zack Snyder's Justice League. How long? I don't know. Who is it going to feature? I don't know. But guys, we are going to get another teaser, another trailer for Zack Snyder's Justice League this Saturday. So definitely check into JusticeCon. I can't wait. I wonder what it's going to be. Man, if it's anything like that Gal Gadot Dark Side one that we got with the Lex Luthor voiceover, which was badass, which was cool, then I don't know what we're going to see on Saturday. But JusticeCon is around this Saturday. It features so many guests like Ray Fisher, Jay Olivia, Ray Porter, and of course there's a stream. Crisis on Infinite Streams is happening also, with all the biggest YouTubers that have been great advocates of the Snyder Cut movement are doing a stream talking about what news or what interviews and stuff that just breaks and things that happen at JusticeCon will be broken down in each stream. I will be on the Nicotina stream, the very first stream, and I'll let you guys know closer to Saturday what time I will be on it, and I'll send you the link so you can definitely come and check me out and listen to me talk about the JusticeCon and hear my excitement. Anyway guys, thanks for checking the video out today. Let me know your thoughts on the Zack Snyder interview with Grace Randolph. I thought it was very interesting and very cool, and we're going to be getting a new trailer this Saturday. Let me know below your thoughts on what kind of trailer we're going to get to see on Saturday. Who do you think will appear? What's going to happen in it? I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Lads, leave a like, please, if you can. Comment, subscribe. Also come follow me on all the social medias and come and talk about the one thing that we love, which is movies. Until next time guys, Zack Snyder has a trailer for us on Saturday at JusticeCon. Be there.